Imagine you're walking through a busy mall, minding your own business, when suddenly, a cake comes flying down from the upper balcony. Chaos erupts, people scream, and in the distance, you hear someone laughing. That someone is Wolfy Coletti, a man whose idea of fun is making strangers' lives miserable. And unfortunately, this isn't even the worst thing he's done. Wolfy's antics have always been reckless, but his latest stunt took things to a whole new level. He walked into a Walmart carrying a can of pesticide and began spraying it directly onto fresh produce. Bananas, tomatoes, rotisserie chickens, nothing was spared. This dangerous act not only put countless lives at risk, but also forced Walmart to discard hundreds of dollars worth of food, highlighting the severity of his actions. Eventually, Wolfy was arrested, but the reason he gave the judge for requesting bail might leave you speechless. Now he is facing trial and could be sentenced to 16 years. Honestly, I hope you haven't watched these videos, but unfortunately, I had to endure them just to tell you this story. And let me warn you now, they're deeply disturbing. So, let's dive into the videos, break them down, and decide together whether his arrest was justified or not. In one video, he mocked a homeless man by pretending to offer him food, only to throw a piece of raw chicken at him before walking away laughing.
Probably McDonald's is closed.
McDonald's?
Look there.
All right.
It's probably closed. Okay.
Just take this. Have a good night.
Okay.
In another, he terrified an elderly woman late at night by pretending to be a robber in her neighborhood, wearing a mask and making threatening gestures. In a particularly shocking prank, Wolfy poured raw eggs and bacon into a man's laundry at a laundromat. The man was forced to rewash his clothes, spending extra money and time to clean up Wolfy's mess. In a particularly cruel stunt, Wolfy ties a bungee cord around the front doors of a Goodwill store, locking the customers and staff inside. He then films himself laughing and mocking them as they struggle to open the doors.
No. You guys are locked in there. Forever.
The incident caused an uproar online, with many calling out the unnecessary cruelty of such a prank. In one of his videos, Wolfy entered a busy restaurant, approached a young woman's table, and slapped her plate of food onto the floor. Laughing hysterically, he ran away, leaving the woman upset and the staff scrambling to clean the mess. Despite the outrage it causes, Wolfy's fans seem to love these pranks, as they often garner millions of views. In another reckless prank, Wolfy entered a fast food restaurant kitchen carrying a large bag of ice. He dumped it into a deep fryer, causing hot oil to splash everywhere. This hazardous stunt risked a fire and left the staff dealing with a dangerous mess. While the employees are left to deal with the mess, Wolfy leaves, likely thinking about his next chaotic stunt. Wolfy snuck into another fast food restaurant carrying a watermelon and threw it into the deep fryer. The hot oil splattered everywhere, creating chaos and showcasing his disregard for safety. In one of his most reckless pranks, Wolfy went to a local overpass and sprayed pedestrians walking below with a fire extinguisher. This act was not only disruptive, but also potentially harmful for individuals with respiratory issues. These pranks weren't just cruel, they were dangerous and entirely unnecessary. I know, especially after seeing this latest stunt, your mind must be blown or you're completely speechless. Do you think this prank was staged or real? What do you think motivates someone to act this way? At just 27 years old, Wolfy Coletti branded himself as the supreme villain, building a reputation on chaos and cruelty. His outrageous stunts were designed to shock, amuse, and, most importantly, go viral. But as his fame grew, so did the lengths he was willing to go for attention. If he called you right now, what would you say to him? Share your thoughts in the comments below, but remember, don't stoop to his level of cruelty. Wolfy isn't alone. Influencers like Johnny Somali, who live-streamed himself harassing strangers abroad, or Mizzy, who broke into strangers' homes, have made careers out of reckless behavior. Social media rewards controversy, but at what cost? These influencers have one thing in common. They thrive on chaos and controversy, no matter the cost. We also asked ChatGPT about this person, and the response was absolutely incredible. Here's what the AI had to say about Wolfy Coletti. Wolfy Coletti is a stark example of the dangerous pursuit of fame in the digital age. While social media thrives on creativity, it must never excuse actions that harm others or break the law. His stunts highlight the urgent need for accountability in the digital space, where likes and views should never come at the expense of ethics or safety. Wolfy's actions finally caught up with him. After the Walmart stunt, the authorities took action and he was arrested. The public outcry was overwhelming as people demanded accountability for his reckless and hazardous behavior. His arrest marked the peak of a series of increasingly dangerous pranks that endangered innocent people. He faced charges for jeopardizing public health, harassment, and reckless endangerment. The image he had built for himself through controversial pranks began to crumble, but the question remains, will his arrest serve as a lesson for others, or just another cautionary tale in the world of social media antics? In a bizarre twist during his court appearance, Wolfy had the audacity to ask the judge for temporary release so he could feed his dog. Yes, you heard that right. His reasoning: his pet hadn't eaten in 6 days. Now, let's pause here for a second. If you're so concerned about your dog's well-being, maybe, and this is just a suggestion, don't commit crimes that land you in jail. Unsurprisingly, the judge didn't buy his sob story, and the request was swiftly denied. Hopefully, someone responsible stepped up to care for the poor dog. Before his arrest, Wolfy wasn't shy about flaunting his income. He claimed to be making anywhere between $6,000 and $10,000 a month from TikTok. Not bad for a guy whose entire gimmick was harassing strangers and destroying property. But karma has its way of balancing things out. After his arrest, Wolfy's TikTok account was banned, erasing his primary source of income in an instant. Imagine going from bragging about your earnings to losing it all overnight. That's the kind of poetic justice we can all appreciate. Why do people like Wolfy keep pushing the boundaries? Experts say it's because social media rewards outrageous behavior. Prank videos often go viral, racking up millions of views and generating significant income through ad revenue and sponsorships. For creators like Wolfy, the formula is simple. The more shocking the prank, the bigger the reward. Wolfy Coletti's story is a harsh reminder of the dark side of social media. It shows us the dangers of prioritizing views over values and the real-world consequences of reckless behavior. Let's hope this serves as a wake-up call, not just for influencers, but for everyone using social media. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more intriguing stories. See you in the next one.